Hey guys, it is Greg again. I want to give you guys a couple updates. Some people had some questions. What was going on with Bitcoin and a couple other assets, Cardano and KSM, Kusama. And I'm going to go over those real brief with you guys. My opinion on right now with Bitcoin, guys, it's to me, it's like in no man's land. It's not a long and it's not a short. It's kind of like in a quote unquote dangerous area. It could blast up there or it could just go here and blast down. Don't know, really don't know. It just hit my box target and I made a previous video. If it's up in this area, in this box, that would be an area to enter shorts. You just see it just touched it. It didn't get into my target areas. If the coin doesn't hit my target areas that I like, I'm a little bit aggressive. I like to see it get up higher or lower, depending on if I'm going long or short. And I'm kind of aggressive with it. If it doesn't get up there, I just don't enter it. I just stay out of it. Even though in this case, this would have been pretty decent on this little leg down. I guess I mean somewhat decent. I mean, I'm not upset that I missed this at all. I'm really not. I don't use high leverage anyhow, so I wouldn't have made a ton of money. But here's the thing that I'm looking at with Bitcoin is that this leg down, the RSI, if you can see, it whizzed down quite low and kind of reset everything. So now I'm thinking it might make its way back up into the box. There is that possibility. That's just what I'm guessing, just with how much RSI was taken out. So possibly we're going to have like maybe some bigger connector in this area, and then Bitcoin will make its way down. The whole point of this X wave is to connect this wave, and the X wave here will be this connector wave, or you could call it a B wave or an X wave. It connects two legs is what it is. So basically you have two legs. So like here's a leg that goes down, and then there'll be another leg like this, okay? However you want to do that. And then there in the middle will be this area here will be like a connector. That's what I mean by the connector wave. Some people asked about that. Okay, so that's what I mean by that, guys. With a connector wave. So this will just end up being a bigger Let me take that off again. I keep forgetting to do that. That'll just be a bigger connector wave. So what it is let me go back to where I was. What it is that this leg area, and this will be a connector. It'll connect there. And then you can see it in the RSI. So if you go out to, say, the daily, and you look in the RSI, I made a video previous on this too about Bitcoin checking the RSI. It talks about hidden bearish divergence that it's making, and that's what it's making right now. See this leg down in the RSI right here, guys, that right there is the connector. So it's coming down, and it might go up a little bit more in this area. So, and then that'll even be more hidden bearish divergence. So you can tell it's just going up to swing back down. That's what that's telling you. So same situation right here, guys. If you see this, you see how that RSI right here at this area, you see how low it is? And then all this area came in, swung back up. It's lower in price, higher price, but lower here on the RSI, higher. So all this was the connector to swing this leg down. For this leg, connect that leg and swing that leg. Just wanted to explain that to you. And I found some news here that I found was interesting. That this Canadian ETF was saying that they saw a lot of people coming in, buyers to come in to buy Bitcoin at those levels. And I'm not surprised, to be honest with you guys. I'm actually not surprised by that. Doesn't mean that Bitcoin is going to be moonshotting out of here anytime soon, in my opinion. What's going to be happening is that as it goes down more, I think more people are going to realize that how much of a value it'll start being. So if it's down to like say 25,000 and then 24,000, kind of like me, what I'm doing. So Bitcoin, I mentioned this previous video, once Bitcoin's down, if it goes down below 25,000 in this area, in this area, I'm going to be a buyer of Bitcoin. I'm going to buy Bitcoin, and I'll just have some stop losses set up in case it dumps down, but I'll be buying it thinking, okay, now I think it's a good value. That's what it is for me, not financial advice, but I'll let you guys know that that's what I'm doing. So that's, this to me is not a surprise, because I think there's a lot of investors that see value of Bitcoin at 25 to say 29,000 right now. So, and then think about it, maybe a year from now, or whenever that will be, when Bitcoin's like 80 or 90 or even 100,000, at that point, they're going to be like, yeah, it was a great value, right? And then there's some other information. I want to go over this Cardano. There was this decoupling about people thinking it going to $1 or more. And I actually watched this video a little bit. I didn't really put any credence to it because I just, by Invest Answers, Cardano is deviant from a criticism according to the altcoin as price of altcoin surges. Post financial education YouTube channel investor says the upcoming rollout of a solid hard fork this month is driving ADA's current rally. Okay, it did have a good rally. Let's take a look at ADA. So yeah, I mean, it went up pretty good, guys, but like what ADA is doing is like probably another connector wave. It went up 61%. That's really good. I mean, for the conditions we're in right now, that's pretty good. So what did he say? If you look back at history, you can see back to the Shelley hard fork in July of 2020. Cardano went up 500%, and that was, I think, Mary in March 2021, it went up 1,100%. It was a big move up. That hard fork. Okay, so he is correlating the hard forks of the Cardano. No, bear with me, guys. I don't know a lot about Cardano. I just looked at the technicals of it on the chart of these hard forks with Cardano, and this one it went 500%, and then this one went up 1,100%. So this little rally, he's saying because the hard fork it went up 61%. But we can go look at the technicals and check that out. So let's go back to what was this date? July of 2020 when it went up 500%. So let's go to Cardano. July of 2020. Where is it? Here's June, July. Okay, July of 2020. Well, it was in an impulse move, guys. That's why it went up. I mean, if you see Cardano, it was going up in a 5-wave move. It went up, it corrected, and then it went up some more. And it corrected this whole wave. This is not anything unusual, guys, for what Cardano did. It's let me go back to that article again. And then what did he say? The other date was March of 2021. So where's March? Here's March of 21, and it was finished up a 3rd-wave move. So he was talking about it that, like, I'm kind of surprised by this guy, Invest Answers. He can't put 2 and 2 together with his technicals. This guy's not a dumb guy. I mean, the only thing, he's not a dumb guy. The only thing I'm thinking he's doing is doing it for views, or there's something else going on there. The guy's not that dumb. He knows how to chart. So something's not making sense, because this is why, I don't care what was going on here with Cardano. If it was in an impulse wave, it's going to do that one, do a correction, go up for a 3, and then you could have had, whatever, Sunday swap came out here and all this other stuff, this hard fork, that hard fork. It was going to go up either way, guys. So that's what it is with this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 impulse, and now it's in a correction. And this right here, in my opinion, is probably, so if you see this move down in the RSI coming down, and it looks like there's a connector right there. So you got a connector right here of some sort. There's a connector right there with Cardano, and they came down, did something, and here's another connector. And so you can see at this point down in the RSI, it came down nice and deep, and then more than likely this is another connector with Cardano. I did mention in a previous video, you want to pay attention to these areas with Cardano, this low right here that it came down to, which is about 40 cents. If it comes up even more, and then Bitcoin goes down, it can swing down and maintain that low. And this could be the bottom for Cardano. But just off my estimate and how much it's retraced of this whole leg, I still think it's possibly going to come back down. And this is a big area that I'm looking at as a potential area at the 34 cents. And then the bottom down here at the 24 cents for Cardano. So it could do this connector wave in here that I have down here in the RSI. You could take a look, and then it could swing back down and come to these areas. And then that would be a good area, in my opinion, a much better area to be able to get Cardano. And then you see down here, I put this here on a previous video, and it came and it swung down on the RSI. And you can see this RSI point right here was the 18. And on that point over here was, when it started its cycle to do this massive 5-wave move. So the best conditions, and I'm not saying it's going to happen, it's just something you want to look for in the RSI, is have this swing up like it's doing and then swing back down and take out that level, that level over here. When was that? March of 2020 over here, and takes that out. And wherever it is in the price, that's going to be the more than likely the bottom, in my opinion. That's going to be the bottom. Now, whether it's at 55 cents or 45 cents or 22 cents, you know, if this is way down there, that'll be good. Because with an asset like Cardano, this is a bullish asset. Contrary to what people are saying about it recently, this is a bullish asset. It's just completing a correction. It's going to go into another massive move right here once that's finished. But it might not come down a lot in RSI. Another example, if you go over to the Bitcoin chart, you see, if you go to the let's say the 4-hour chart here, you see the price movement is like that amount, but look in the RSI, you see how more deep that it goes. Something like that could happen with Cardano, guys. That's what you want to be aware of, is that the RSI can go deep, but the price action might not go as deep. So I just let you guys know that with that information. And then what was the other one? Kusama. Okay, the Polkadot, it was like the network Kusama falters despite a surprise Coinbase listing announcement here from the dailyhodl.com. And it dropped 13% last 24 hours from despite its listing announcement on Coinbase. Guys, I'm not worried about that at all. I'm just not. I'm long-term bullish on Kusama. It's in a corrective move. Kusama could have had good news, or it could have had bad news. You know, the bad news could have brought it down a little bit. You know, the news will bring it down a little bit more. But for the most part, I'm not worried about anything yet with Kusama. I'm just not. It's, in my opinion, going to be an excellent coin. I think that, you know, here's the daily RSI, and Kusama did come down nice and deep. I mean, it looks really, really good. Here's the thing with Kusama is there's a possibility that this could just be a fourth wave. I mentioned another video, and it could just come down and make some bullish divergence and then pop out of there. And these are areas on the fibs. I was looking at the 50, the 43, and also the 36. And maybe this will help that coin, the whole Coinbase, or the what happened with it. Coinbase, Canary Nestlers, what happened? Their network faltered. Whatever happened with their network right there, according to the Daily Hodl. And then this could come down and maybe come down more into reasonable price areas down here to the 50s, 40s, 30s, or maybe even down into these areas, guys. But other than that, I'm not concerned with it. I'm completely 100% bullish on this coin until it's going to need some really, really negative, something really, really negative to happen to it. And I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, you know, Solana had issues. Now Kusama has a little bit of issues. I think it's not out of the ordinary to me. So, all right, guys, that's the end of my video. Appreciate you watching all the way to the end, if you did watch the end. And those few new subscribers that subscribe to my channel, I appreciate that very much. And then I'm just working on right now, just so that you guys know, I'll put it at the end of this video right now. I'll tell you about it. I'm working on just getting to 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to be putting a video out here, and you know, when I get to that point, about 1,000, and then putting some information out what I'm going to be doing with the channel to try to help people that come to the channel to make gains with their crypto. That's the point of the channel. Try to keep as much information as I can for free out of it at this point right now. So I'll keep you guys posted and updated with it. Again, thanks for watching. Peace.